Phonon is a normal-based zoner. She has the tools necessary to control the screen and get huge damage off of stray touches. A lot of Phonon's kit is not overtly punishable due to the range that she is likely to perform her moves at. There are some ways to exploit her in neutral, however, let's first discuss what is punishable. Phonon's DP creates a projectile pillar either point blank or mid-screen using A or B versions respectively. They both have a lot of head and dive invulnerability, so they function very well as anti-airs. On block, they are -8. However, the B version is likely too far for a punish. Each can be EX cancelled even on whiff, so be aware of Phonon's meter when attempting to punish her DP. The C version is fully invincible for the first 15 frames, but -19, so punish accordingly. Phonon's 2-2 input has her strike the ground and creates a projectile at a distance. It places Phonon in the air, so other than controlling its intended zone, it has some use in punishing throw attempts. It can be cancelled into air fireballs on block or hit. It has a lot of recovery if it does whiff, so recognize if you can punish it or simply gain space. 2-2C is an overhead. It can be deceptive as she literally strikes the ground and the fireball comes from underground. Simply be aware of this option. It is -16 and can't be cancelled into fireball, so punish if spacing permits. New to UNICLR, Phonon has an air version of her 2-2 input with the same properties as her grounded 2-2 series. It is a way for Phonon to alter her jump trajectory, so be careful attempting to anti-air Phonon. Additionally, jump 2-2C is also an overhead. Phonon's 2-1-4 performs her Rekka series. With one input, a single Rekka comes out. With two inputs, 3 whip Rekkas come out. If you see all 3 hits, you can go for a punish, as it is -16 or -14 for the A and B versions respectively. Be aware that on block it can be EX cancelled. The single Rekka hits are -5 and -10 for the A and B versions respectively, but be aware that they can be delayed long enough to frame trap you. A well-placed invincible reversal can be used to avoid the guessing game if you are fortunate enough to have one that is 5 frames. Just be aware of your risk-reward as well as Phonon's meter when you attempt to punish this move. Phonon's dash B is a 2-hit flip kick. The increased version hits overhead. Phonon can normally cancel into a fireball after the flip kick, which makes it safe. Each version can be made punishable if shielded correctly. For the normal version, green shield the first hit. If she allows the second hit to go through without cancelling into fireball, then she is actually counted as doing an airborne move. Thus, she can't cancel into a fireball, and is fully punishable for at least 15 frames. With the same timing, if you shield the increased version, you can also fully punish her. Phonon has the potential to play in an extremely smothering manner in neutral. She has good normals, but decently negative repeats. Gaining an advantage means recognizing the startup animations of her moves, as they are relatively slow to start up, but control large portions of the screen. Moreover, unlike other ranging characters of Phonon's archetype in the cast like Merkava and Gordeau, Phonon has a decent range 5-frame normal. Additionally, she has a 4-frame dash startup. Thus, she can pressure and contest characters up close, and is able to excel when granted frame advantage. As I've stated, a lot of what Phonon does is not overtly punishable. If Phonon goes for rebeats, she is at least -3, which means that you can slowly inch your way forward and press your advantage. However, when Phonon goes for rebeats, she is likely to be at a range where she can still swing at you as you push forward. Phonon's force function is very strong as an anti-air, and functions very well as her go-to throw tech OS option. It has a faster startup if she is in Vorpal state. It is -6 regardless of whether it is done normally or increased, regardless of if she is in Vorpal or not. Phonon can cancel the force function into specials on block, however she can't cancel on whiff and is open for over 50 frames for a punish. Phonon has fireballs that also make it difficult to gauge when her turn is actually over and where you can take advantage. Force function, dash B, dash C, her 2-2 projectile, and many of her normals are made safe due to being able to cancel into fireball or rebeat. Phonon's A and increased A fireballs are -2 and +1 point blank. but have slow startup and travel speed. The B and increased B versions are -8 and -5 respectively, with much quicker startup and travel speed. The C version is +19 and is the safest option for Phonon to go for to make unsafe moves safe. Phonon can also throw air fireballs. If done on the way up, the A fireball is punishable, but on the way down it is made very plus. Her air B fireball is an extremely powerful tool. It forces Phonon's trajectory downwards. Thus, she can tiger knee it for safe pressure, as at specific spacings it can be made plus. If Phonon goes for a block string into a fireball, you can jump over most fireball attempts in order to punish her. Just be aware that Phonons can read the jump-ins and anti-air for a heavy punish. Thus it becomes a game of recognizing whether you can jump fireball attempts for a punish, or if you can gain positional advantage when Phonon rebeats. Phonon is a top tier character and really does not struggle with any characters in the cast. Phonon can control the screen and patrol large sections of it. A lot of the onus is on the Phonon player to make mistakes, rather than the other characters exploiting a weakness of hers. Despite the fact that Phonon has oppressive neutral and ways to apply frame advantage, she really doesn't have a lot of ways to mix up her opponents. Patient play, good shield timing, and grid use are vital. Moreover, one must recognize her mistakes quickly to take advantage. Last, careful analysis of Phonon's initial startup frames of her moves is necessary to defeat Phonons. If you have any additional information, please feel free to let me know in the comments.